Hey guys, me Young Leo Akio here. Welcome to my channel, Modifier Sport channel. And today is September the 12th, 2016. I am making this video to test out my Mitsubishi Eclipse 98 here. Um, it's been washed and dry. I washed like twice already on the outside of the car, and it needs to be washed like two more times or so. And I still need to wash the rim up good and everything like that. But so far the car has been clean. I'm just ready to crank it up and test on the body kits here. I wanted to let you guys see and test if when I drive down my driveway, because I have a high hill in my driveway, and I just finished putting on my front bumper kits on my body kits, and I'm not sure if it's gonna touch. Uh, I'm not sure if my body kit's gonna uh, grind down of my driveway down there. Like I say, I have a high hill on my driveway in my house, and so now I'm just gonna have a little test here. So I'll be cranking up my car, and I have it running for like 5 or 10 minutes. I do have a little problem on the about oil leaks, um, which I'm gonna find out. Well, I've already found out where's the leaks and stuff, and I already find out where the leaks. It's just that I want to make a video showing you guys while I crank it up and drive it down. But I'm gonna let you guys see the leaks first. Um, it's the leaks is between the oil pump and the oil pan gasket on the bottom on the timing belt side, and I don't know. This video might be long, might be short, and I might cut it, do a part two too, because I'm gonna have to put the my camera down the street. So when I start up my car and drive down the hill, and you see the front of the kit, and it let me test see if my front kit is touching the down there by the hill on my parking lot. So what I'm doing next is crank up my engine, let it start for like 5-10 minutes. The leaks only I only see the leaks when the engine is start up and it gets hot, or after like 10-15 minutes, then the leaks start to leaks. Okay, and I'm gonna have to show you guys that too while the leak is a curve. Um, but it's just like a little bit of leaks, like maybe every 10 minutes it leaks one drops, something like that. And I find out it leaks more when I rev up the gas. So I guess it will leaks more when I drive it. So that's why I'm not risking to do that. So I'm gonna fix it as soon as I get my car past inspect, and I'm gonna go back home and fix that leaks. It's probably just I hope it's just only the oil pan gasket that leaks, because it is like on the top of the oil pump where it leaks. So I hope it's not the oil pump. But I did take out the top cover where you can see the cam and the timing belt. I checked the timing belt in there, and I don't see any oil in there or anything like that. So I hope, so the cam is not leaks, and I hope nothing leaks inside that. But other than that, it's just a small leaks. I'm just gonna hope, it's not the timing parts that's leaking, because if it is, it's gonna be a big problem. I'm gonna have to tear it out the engine, take it out, and look on my timing belt size, and see what it leaks at really. But as far as I know, the leaks probably at the most the leak gonna be like the oil pumps, the seal or something like that. Because I did when I rebuilt it, I put the engine outside and cover it up for a long period of time. So the seal might cracks on the oil pump or so. I guess I'm not pretty sure. I won't know until I take it out and examine it. So so what I'm doing next is I'm going to open up the hood and crank up my engine, let it start for like 10-15 minutes or so. to see if the leaks occur, and then I show you where the leaks is at. So just bear with me here, okay? And I'm gonna cut that part when I take you to see the leaks, and then do another part cuts, let you see the my camera down there by the street. And all right, guys, let's start. Hey guys, so I've just started. Before I started, because I don't want to waste my battery. I don't want to, I want to save my battery good. So every time I have to take out the negative wire when I park it and not driving it. So I take out the negative wire, and when I getting ready to start it, I plug it back on. And of course, you want to check all your fluid, before you want to start it up. Radiator fluid, power steering fluid, and all that, engine oil. I've already checked all that before I make this video, so to save some time. And take all these bricks out. I'm gonna take these bricks out. Wow, these bricks are on good. So take everything around your wheel that hold up your wheel. And here it is. The oil pan bucket that I have it under here because of that leaks. I'm not sure if I can show you guys where the leaks is at, but it's most likely right here between the oil pan gasket and the oil pump. So I'll do the best I can to show you guys down here, okay? Since my body kit is already installed, so it's kind of hard for me to go under there too, unless I have my tire out, and you can see it through here too, through the wheel. But I have my camera under here. Okay, I don't know if you can see the leaks right now, but when it gets hot, you see the leaks. Okay, I already see it starts leaking. Let me show you on this angle. Okay, I think you guys can already see the leaks, right? Let me see this side again. Good. Tell where the leaks are at. Okay, guys, I think it's almost leaking into my phone here. So, but just want to let you guys know there's a leak between well, facing this way. Okay, there's a leak between the oil pan gasket right there on the back of my timing part, where the oil pumps. So I can see it start leaking now. It's leaking when I turn on the engine, and I guess it's gonna leak bad when I drive it too. So I don't know how bad it is. I hope I don't have to fill my oil, every day or so. Every week for like a little bit is okay, but not every day. So I'm gonna see how it is when I drive it and take it to the inspection place. But I don't think the inspection will care about the oil leaks because everyone car has oil leaks. Unless you take it to the mechanic shop, then of course they'll want to fix it up. So they'll charge, trying to get some money to charge to fix that up. But I don't think inspection will care um, unless it's like leaking bad or something. So uh, let's hope everything going all right with the inspection. And I'm just taking out all these bricks that are blocking the wheels. Um, and another problem is before I start it up, I turn it on my key on. Nothing, no lights on, no check engine lights or anything like that. The brake light is normal because I have my emergency brake lights on. The doors lights on, that's normal. But when I turn the key on, the oil lights is on. Now before it was on, even though when I crank up the engine, it's still on. And now we fixed it by changing a new oil sensor, so the oil lights comes off when I turn on the engine and no other lights come on. But the oil lights still come on when I turn the key to on. So I don't know, I heard like the inspection, people will fail it if that happens, if they see any lights when they turn it on, the key on, not crank up the car, just turn on the key. But I hope, I pass, they won't see it or whatever, and I'll fix that later. But my engine is cranking and it's running. Hear me raving the RPM, putting some gas in it, It's in the back here, see if I have some smoke coming in the back. No smoke. But I do hear that whining sound when I rev up the car though, to like 2 or 3 RPM. I think it's the belt, because I already tested. It sounds like a belt. Um, yeah, it sounds like a belt because I did using old belts on my separate belt. I reuse them. I haven't changed it yet. I seen it's still all right, so I want to install it to drive it for like a couple of 100 miles or something before I change it to both of them outside belts to new belts. So I'm just gonna ride like this for like another couple of weeks or something, and then just change both new belts. But my timing belts are new. Everything else in the timing is new. I just hope my oil pump is not, leaking or so, because that's where the leak is at. Other than that, my engine is running well. It sounds pretty good, decent, nothing major knocking or anything like that. So it sounds real good, sound like a brand new engine, just rebuilt it. And it already have a couple of miles on it, that's it. Because I haven't really drive around anywhere. But maybe around my neighbor here in the block. But now I'm gonna test. I'm gonna put my camera down the street, and it's been like 10 minutes of cranking the engine, and I did saw some oil leak, just like you guys saw it too. I'm gonna take out that bucket right here before I drive it down. Let me see if that has still got some leaks. Yeah, it's still dripping a little bit at a time, but I know, right? Gotta get that problem fixed before I really drive it anywhere. Yeah, so it's just gonna leak a few minutes before I drive it down. But please do check like the radiator hoses back here. There's 2 radiator hoses. The hose is running into the frame there. Those 2 radiator hoses, like the heater hoses, it leaks. Before I had a leaks, and you really have to tighten it down. I tight real tight, and it still leaks. But lastly, I tightened it like 3 times, and thank God's sake it stopped leaking now. But just overcheck your engine, see if they have any leaks around your engine. Um, if it does, don't drive it. If it's have a little like I do on like down the oil pan, it's okay. I'm gonna fix that leaks. After the inspection, I'm gonna take out the oil pan and redo the gasket again because the mechanic guy that I pay him, this guy, you know, he don't really know much, even though he's a mechanic, but you know, around the sealing, around that part, around the oil pump area and the oil pan, uh, you need to use anaerobic sealing, which is the red RTV sealing that you can buy from auto parts store for like 20 bucks a little tube. You know, he don't know much about that. That kind of sealing, you put it around the cam too, the cam caps, around the cam caps on this side and around this side too. So you just put some of those anaerobic sealing, and just some area you need to use that kind of anaerobic sealing. Just like the oil pumps, when the oil pumps meets the oil pan gasket, yeah, you really do need to use that kind of RTV. But he told me he used like gray RTV. No, he told me he don't use any RTV at all. And I looked down there on the oil pan gasket. I saw some gray RTV. So obviously he's lying. And that's this side, the oil pump connected with the oil pan. Uh, I don't think he put any sealing or like anaerobic sealing. So that's why it's leaking. And I still have the braking oil. So the braking oil, you know, is thinner. And that's probably why it's leaking too. Let's just hope it's that problem only and not my oil pump that's leaking inside the timing components. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just redo the gasket, the oil pan gasket again. Put some anaerobic sealing where the oil pumps and the oil pan gaps and the gaskets that meets. That's it. That's where it really needs to have anaerobic sealing. So my engine now is hot. The fan is on. The engine fan is turning on right here. Yeah, that means the engine is hot. So I'm gonna test it down there. All right, I'm gonna put my camera down there and test my bumper, see if it hits down the driveway. So see you guys there. All right, thanks.